Psalm 88. Now, I had a trouble with the last one. I don't know. Some of you might want to save that one. I'm not going to have any importance, or I'll be leaving that one out in the final. But what we do need to do is get on to the next one here. This is what this looks like here. Okay. 18 means I've got to kind of push it a little bit. YHVH, the creator of my salvation. I cried out to you by day, and at the night daylight, or there's just no day, let my prayers before you. And this is where I know that I got to put in the word your ear. As you can see up here, where would it be? Right here. See how that text got smaller? When I done these, cleaned them up, I get rid of all the 8-point in that I'm working on, so I don't have to edit it. And I somehow made a mistake and done all the rest of them that way. So every time when I see words stuck together, I gotta clean it up. Incline your ear to my cry, for my soul has had enough troubles, and my life is drawn near to the abyss. I had the word Sheol is there, it is the abyss. I'm reckoned among those who will go down to the pit. I have become like a man without strength, forsaken among the dead, like the slain, who will lie in the grave. Whom will you do remember? Whom you do remember, whom you remember no more, and they are cut off from your hand. They are not cut off from his hand, they're in the abyss. This person doesn't know that, and yet all Israelis know that life exists after death, and that's their souls are cast into the abyss. So this is just not truthful. Okay, we can't put text that is absolutely, you have put me in the lowest pit, in the darkness of death. Your wrath has rested upon me, and you have afflicted me with your waves. Waves? Your waves? You have removed my acquaintance far from me. You have made me an object of loathing to them. I am shut up and I cannot go out. My eyes wasted away because of affliction. I have called upon you every day. Got the word right there. YHVH, I spread my hands out to you. You will perform wonders for the dead. Will you perform wonders for the dead? And will the departed spirits rise and praise you? Well, the rising spirits are actually souls. Your love be declared in the grave. See, they think that there's death and that's it. You're faithful in Abaddon. That's another name for Sheol. I know. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, they even have it as a capital letter. Well, it says a place of destruction or ruin, and it's used 6 times. I think I'm going to keep that as a screenshot. Sorry. Um, it's being used. It says a place of destruction is from H. Let me see what the Hebrew word is here. It's annihilated, corrupts, destroys. Yeah, that's. They're trying to make it a place. But it's actually, will your love be declared in the grave, your faithfulness in the abyss? I'd have to put the abyss here to be correct. Will your no wonders be made known in the darkness? In its darkness, if they're referring to this. Forgetfulness. Okay, now in the land of forgetfulness, there is no land. This is not. I've cried out to you for help. And in the morning my prayer comes before you. Why do you reject my soul? He doesn't reject your soul. The soul is going to live forever. Why do you hide your face from me? Well, he doesn't appear to everybody. So if he is supposed to, then that would be a writing from a priest. I have afflicted and about to die. I was afflicted and about to die, and from my youth on I suffered your terrors. From your youth, from my youth on I suffered. Your terrors I am overcome with. Your burning anger. I don't know what terrors are, unless we're speaking of the enemy coming. Your burning anger has passed over me. Again, your terrors have destroyed me. This can't be true. If he's destroyed him, then what's he doing alive? They have surrounded me like... his terrors have surrounded him like water. All day long. They have encompassed me altogether. Now this... You have removed lover and friend far from me. Well, see, here's the problem with lover. That is adultery. Okay, so if I put wife there and friend and lover and friend far from me. This isn't making any sense. Let's try it again here. YV. YV, our creator of our salvation. Now, this is what what did I have? What did I found? Okay. The salvation. Let me see, because what I was doing was, I've been complaining about how they misuse the word salvation. Salvation is Jesus is your savior, and he is going to give you salvation by letting you enter into heaven. But that's only known after King David's time. So when we're writing here and it doesn't have that knowledge that he's going to be to heaven, which I don't see that in here. He's kind of asking about what about the departed souls? Will they praise you? Well, you got to understand. Well, let me get back to the thought here. The salvation is just not the right word if he doesn't know that he's coming back here. So I've been trying to think of the better word for that, and I found it, and it was deliverance, and they did use it as deliverance 7 times, but salvation 61 times. But since it's before, I'm going to have to change it to deliverance. And then that way, YV our creator for my, because deliverance means to take them away from the enemy, okay? Not the deliverance as like salvation I just explained. You can't have 2 words meaning the same thing, and that's what I'm trying to get rid of when you use the word salvation as what it is tied to is knowing that their savior, salvation, they know about Jesus. In here, you didn't see any text saying about our king, did you? So this is why I'm saying that this is just like a deliverance from what's going on around them. I have cried out in the daylight. Trying to save power here. I have cried out in the daylight to you. It has to be this way. You have to add those 2 to make what the sentence is saying. And not by daylight. I've cried I have petitioned you in the daylight. Cried out is not really good words here, but I'll get to that on the next cleanup. And in the night before you, let my prayers come before you. Incline your ear to my cry, for my soul has had enough troubles. My life has drawn near to if he's saying my life has drawn near to the abyss, that means dying. I am reckoned among those. They're all going down to the pit. You got to understand what the abyss is. It was a place that, another place in time where after you, or a place of existence after you died on earth, your soul went down there. And all the souls were there until the promise our Creator said to David about his son being a king that will have a kingdom in heaven. Well, you need servants, so this is the reason why we are able to go to heaven. If you don't understand that, you don't understand what is so important about the text or his promises over time. I am reckoned among those. I am going down to the pit. My life is drawn near. Let's see. My soul has had enough trouble. Now my life draws near its ending. And that way the word what was Sheo here? But that isn't what we need here. What we need here, now my life draws, now my life my life's end. Now my life's ending draws near. Okay. And that means I added the word there. And now my life's ending draws near. Now my life's ending is near. Right? Simpler said. I'm reckoned. No, you will go down to the pit. I'm going down to the pit. And it's not the pit. I'm going down into, and then the word abyss. Into the abyss. I am like a man without strength. I am going down to the abyss, and I am like a male without strength. I'm seeing it like that, where this needs to be like a double. But this doesn't need to be here because it's kind of already being said, right? I'm pretty sure that that's the one that needs to be removed. Everything else hooks together really well, because then this one would hook together and this one can be divided here. No, not really. It's kind of like this one and then this one and this one stays together, doesn't it? Because I cried out daylight and night, come before you hear my prayer. Okay, okay. Now we've got that. Now we've got this one. Forsaken like the slain who lie in the grave. You will he hasn't yet done this. You will put me in again. You will put me in the abyss, in the darkest of places. If you haven't been to the abyss yet, I have a video, the first video in the description, that allows a male to go visit. Very easy to do. Very, very easy to do for a male. That's what makes me different. I'm giving the world a path. Well, our Creator gave me the path, so our Creator has given us a path to witness. We have a soul and the existence of an afterlife and an existence of knowing what the abyss is. That is why I'm correcting the word abyss. I've been there a lot of times. And that would be divided in the darkest places, like the deeps, like the in darkest of places. In the darkest of places. You will put me in the pit. You will put me in the abyss. In the darkest of places. I don't think I need this. Once you've been to the abyss, you'll know that you'll be surprised. You will learn a lot real quick. No doubt, self-proof of afterlife, existence of another place and time. Your wrath has rested upon me, and you have afflicted me. if I change this one to everyone, then everyone is going to die. See, that's what I'm seeing here. This, how do you use the word all then? Your wrath has rested upon me. Your will has rested upon me. You're going to die. Your will has rested. Your will is resting upon me. Getting old, knowing you're going to die. Your will for him, death comes to a point. You have to say it's part of our Creator's will that we are to die. Your will is resting upon me. And it's coming from our Creator, so it gets the part of is resting upon me. Got it? You have afflicted me like everyone. And these, this I don't see how it connects to either verse. Your will is resting upon me and afflicted me like everyone. You have removed my acquaintances. You will remove my acquaintance. No. Wait a second. This text is all of a sudden this is not, this was starting to be really good, and then it's kind of starting to go bad here. You have removed my acquaintances far from me. You have made me an object of loathing. I am shut up and cannot go out. My eyes wasted away. Because... No, we already know. This is a second part. This is something different. I have to separate them. Okay. That is... I don't know if I would even keep that first verse. I have cried to you all day. Anyways, you can see how that's going to clean up the nice 4 verse. You have removed my acquaintances from me. You have made me an object of loathing. I am shut up, and I cannot go out. No, this will be getting part of old age. The eyes dim, and everyone today you see wears glasses. They didn't have glasses then. So this is what this is talking about all the time when you see this. Now my eyes are dimming. Now my eyes are fading. Now my eyesight I'm going to have to remember that for later when I'm doing these, because I like that. Now my eyesight is fading. Not because of affliction. That is not true. Unless you're saying of because our Creator caused it. I would say that that doesn't need to be there. That seems like it's got to be divided. See, now here again, see here, now you know it's separate, because this one here, that just starts out that way. Now it's coming, now I go to you every day, I have spread out my hands to you. Okay. Called upon you would, will you perform wonders for the dead? Now wait a second. Now, this is now coming back to what we see up in the top. See, when he say this here is saying he doesn't know about David's, so now we know this is before they know about the salvation. Okay, now this being said from above, if I get rid of that, your wrath is resting upon me and afflicted me like, and are inflicting me like everyone. Now my eyesight is fading away. I cannot go up. I can't go out for my eyesight is fading. How's that? Does that read as a 4 verse there to you? I'll put it up there, let you look at it. How does it look over here on the screen for you? Okay. Sometimes when I see things, I know that I see the whole screen. You don't get to see the whole screen. I don't think you need to see. And I don't know if Microsoft would be saying that's copyright. I'm showing the title up there all the time. Anyways, okay, I like it like that. Anyways, will you perform wonders for the dead? Will the departed souls rise and praise you? See. And another question mark. Will your love be declared in the grave? Well, this is okay. I think I can remove those two because we know what the pit is. We already got the pit in up here. Okay, so what we do have is question mark, and this darkness and forgetfulness. I don't think he actually knows much about the business, the abyss. But will you perform wonders for the dead? Will the departed souls rise and praise you? I think I'd have to add the word, so let's add that. They did good. One time on a simple word. Will your wonders will you be known in the darkness? Will you perform wonders in the dead? Well, then wonders has to be out here. Will you be known in the darkness, and in righteousness in the, it's not land, in the forgetfulness. I guess he could have that opinion of that place. Now here, this is not, this again now is, maybe these are two different texts they're trying to throw together. He's wondering about his death. That is questioning the fact. I understand that part of what he's saying. Your tears have surrounded me like water. That's just not true all day long. No. They have encompassed me together. That's not flowing with the lovers and friends. Well, that can't have. You can't have adultery going on. Okay. Why do you reject my soul? See, this person doesn't understand that he's not rejecting the soul when going to, you know, if this is to stay with the theme of what he's saying, he would not say this. He knows the soul's going to go there. This, he already knows. He's asking these questions, so this is not really, he's not going to do that. I was afflicted and about to die. This here, no, this is not going with what's up top. And if you try to make this separate, there's not enough here, because your terrors, I am overcome. There's no terrors that, unless that's the enemy that's being sent upon them. And there's not enough text to say that, to make that, as terrors have destroyed me, it would destroy our land. They have surrounded me like water all day long. Not, that would be the enemies that are all day long. They have encompassed me all together. See, this is, now if this text was about, was it, can't think of the king that got 10 or 15 years added, but he was waiting for Jesus. He knows this here text. He would know about his, he knew about our salvation, because he was waiting for Jesus in the land of the living. Now here, I don't see this. I don't see this. And this is just a double from up. I think this is just a piece of what we've got, but I think it's a good piece. I mean, this is, now is this a king crying out? I mean, we have to try to figure out who is this writing this. And I'm not seeing, oops, boy, I forgot the lights again. There, I'm alive. So let's select it all. Let's do this. Let's copy that. Now let's clean it up. Well, yeah, I guess I have to do this and like this. I gotta push it past that space here, page space, and then make it smaller. I think it will read, but I think you should be able to get to read that. Let's see, where am I at? Just need a couple spaces there for you. I'm seeing that as a good start. And I would have to name this About Death. My death. And he does not know about Jesus. But I'm thinking that's pretty good. Yes. And I think we've got something here. It's a lot better than the last piece that didn't make any sense to me what was going on. So, but that, I just don't know about this first verse here. I'm going to leave that there. Most likely I'll take it out later, but I will, because I'm going to try to hook some of these together. So maybe that's a perfect ending to another one. That one needs some adding to it. So, okay.